Over 10% of the U.S. population has diabetes, and that number is expected to rise to 20% by the year 2050. That's 1 in every 5 people. People with diabetes have high blood sugar because their bodies don't make enough insulin, or because their bodies are resistant to insulin. Normally, insulin enables the body to use glucose for all kinds of important functions, but this process doesn't work correctly in diabetics. So they have chronically high blood sugar levels, and that leads to damage to the blood vessels in the brain, heart, nerves, kidney, and retina. Diabetic damage to blood vessels in the retina causes a lot of problems. Blood leaks out of arteries, cells don't get enough oxygen and nutrients, new blood vessels grow in to try to help out, but that only makes it more difficult for light to get to the back of the retina. The top 2 pictures are photographs of the back of the eye that show how different a diabetic retina looks versus a healthy retina. Eventually, these problems in the retina can even cause blindness. In fact, diabetes is the leading cause of blindness in people between the ages of 20 and 74. The bottom 2 pictures illustrate what the world looks like for someone with diabetic retinal damage. In our lab, we want to develop treatments to stop diabetic damage in the retina. One treatment we've been getting really promising results with is exercise. Exercise has all kinds of beneficial effects, and it's been shown to protect against cell death in several other diseases. So we wanted to look at whether exercise would protect against diabetic damage in the retina as well. We tested our exercise treatment in diabetic rats. Yes, rats can have diabetes too. Diabetes in rats is similar to diabetes in people, and rats show similar damage to the retina and similar decreases in eyesight. You can't really show a rat an eye chart and ask it if it sees the E though, but we do have vision tests in our lab that tell us how well our rats can see. We have some of our diabetic rats run on treadmills, not extremely fast, it's the equivalent of a brisk walk, and our other diabetic rats are couch potatoes. They sit on an inactive treadmill, so they get the same environment, but they're not doing any running. We found that our diabetic rats that exercised could see much better than our diabetic rats that didn't exercise. In some of our tests, they could see as much as 50% better. We're really excited about these results, so right now we're interested in looking at how exercise is having this protection. We think it's by increasing certain protective chemicals in the bloodstream. And we're also really interested in transitioning this research to people because we think exercise could really help diabetic patients by limiting damage to their retinas and preventing them from losing their eyesight.